Good morning. This is Debbie. Welcome to my home. What I'd like to talk about today is why we need to wait patiently for the Lord when we make any kind of decisions, especially big decisions. This is addressing what's going on right now in our society in America and in Spokane, Washington even. With all the rioting and protesting and violence going on and peaceful things going on too. It's like, how does the church address this? And as a Christian, how do I think about this, God? So this is what I asked God, and he showed me in the book of Ecclesiastes, which King Solomon wrote, who is full of wisdom from the Lord. He was an observer. He liked to watch people, and he liked to figure things out, and God blessed him with a lot of wisdom. So they were having problems with the government, with the king in those days. And he said, this is how we respond. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 8. Who is like the wise? Who knows the explanation of things? A person's wisdom brightens their face and changes its hard appearance. Obey the king's command, I say, because you took an oath before God. Do not be in a hurry to leave the king's presence. Do not stand up for a bad cause, for he will do whatever he pleases. In other words, the king has the power and we don't. Since the king's word is supreme, who can say to him, what are you doing? Whoever obeys his command will come to no harm, and the wise heart will know the proper time and procedure. For there is a proper time and procedure for every matter, though a person may be weighed down by misery. So people may be feeling misery right now, but he's saying it's not like you don't do anything, but we wait. We wait and see and watch and observe how things are going to play out before we fight for a good or bad cause. Since no one knows the future, who can tell someone else what is to come? As no one has power over the wind to contain it, so no one has power over the time of their death. As no one is discharged in time of war, so wickedness will not release those who practice it. All this I saw as I applied my mind to everything done under the sun. There is a time when a man lords it over others to his own hurt. Then too I saw the wicked buried, those who used to come and go from the holy place and receive praise. In the city where they did this, this too is meaningless. So there is oppression. There are governments that do wrong. But as Christians, our heart response is to wait and observe and watch and make our decisions slowly. Pick our battles, in other words. That's what Solomon observed. He didn't say don't fight or don't speak up, but use that freedom that we have in America wisely and carefully. In other words, don't go to a rally if you know you're going to respond in a defensive way to the police. Don't show up then. Use wisdom. Find another way to hear your voice heard. And what does the church do? Well, the church observes, and the church waits, and the church prays to God like King David did. And he waits, we wait, and we observe before we make a choice. Why is that? Because we are the light, and the world is not. And the world is watching what the church does. Whether we realize it or not, whatever move we make is detriment to other people's souls. And it is also an influence for how other people respond. Because most people do not go to God for wisdom, and most people do not have patience. We want what we want when we want it, now don't we? And that's the whole duty of sin, is I want it my way and not your way, God. So whose way are we choosing today? And as King David was hiding in a cave, and he was in fear of his life, in Psalm chapter 27, God gave him his answer, because David was saying, where are you, God? I'm suffering here and everybody's trying to kill me. Even my own parents forsook me, God. They're gone. Everybody's gone. It's just you and me, God, and you're my helper. You can help me, dear God. And you know what God told David? Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. Have a great day in the Lord. Thank you for listening.